Liam, you'd be disappointed to lose that game 1-0. It was a pretty dour game, punctuated by an early goal that gave Leamington the lead, and probably a disappointing one to concede.
Yeah, it's a shocking goal to concede. I've had to go it down, but Andy Parry's held his hand up and said it was his fault, not Dan's. But between them, it started bright as well. I thought we'd started okay. Had a little half chance with Jordan Archer going down the side, but and the head seemed to go really flat after we conceded. Then we lose Samo, and then really the game's petered out. They played the conditions better than us. The wind was really strong, and as I said, they asked more questions in the first half than we asked them in the second half. But we did come away looking a very tired side. The performance was flat on a day where it gives you a lot of time to make up ground, with a lot of people not playing, and that's what leaves it really disappointing. End product from the lads up front was poor defensively. Ryan and Andy had to do an awful lot better than they did with Colby Bishop. But we never actually hurt us, but winning the initial ball, he done really well with most of his stuff, and we never competed enough with them. Couldn't really get on the ball. Morgs and Marcus couldn't get on the ball purely because it was going up and down because of the wind. As I said, I come back and said the conditions dictated a lot of the play. It wasn't good to watch. Wouldn't have been good to play in, but actually you've got to see a little bit more with a game like this. If you've got anything about you don't get beat, you drive it out, and if you've got to take a point, you take a point. Especially you take a point on the back of giving away a horrendous stupid goal early doors, and as you said, John, it just petered out into a really dour performance of flat and unexciting.
Jack Sampson, the ball went through to him, he sort of tried to lob the keeper and he seemed to pull up with a hamstring injury. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Jack's obviously, is now going to be out a couple of weeks. Obviously, we're certainly missing Dean and we're missing Liam at the back. Just gives us a little bit more assurance. Maybe. I think the other thing which you certainly could put in that's taken its toll, we played 16 cup matches now this season, on top of all the league games, which is an awful lot of football that added on. Yeah, we've chose to do it, so no one can actually turn around and say anything, but I think it's taken its toll. Looking on the bench, as I said, our options, certainly in the forward positions, we never really had much option in terms of change. Now we've lost Samo, it becomes difficult.
Liam Edwards was not involved today. Can you update us on what we're up to with him?
Liam's had an illness which has actually had him in hospital for a few days. He's back in with Bolton on Monday for them to assess. He's been out, I think he come out Tuesday last week, and I said he's been back at Bolton, so they'll assess him on Monday, and then hopefully we'll have him back for Saturday.
A couple of weeks since Jason Gilchrist was involved. Can you update us on where we're at with Jason?
Jason got transfer listed, and basically it's just a finance decision really. Jason's on a really good contract, and going forward, it's one we can't sustain. So really, it was a case of we make him available now, and see what happens between now and at the end of the season. Between now, obviously before the window, whether someone wants to come in and see what options Jason's have on the table. Jason's done nothing wrong, good kid, had a go, but really it's just a financial decision.
And as you look forward now, two home games next in the next couple of weeks, just got to try and get back to winning ways and get on a bit of a run and finish the season on as high as I possibly can.
Yeah, that's it. I said we've got to try and be as positive as we can. We seem to be better against no disrespect to Leamington, but the performances against the better side recently have been better. You'd like to think that'll continue, but as I said, we certainly will not let it peter out like it petered out last year, where no wins in the last 9. So that can't happen, because you take that into the following season, and we started with that kind of attitude, so we're not going to finish. And one or two of them after today really need to have a long hard look at themselves, and then wonder why next week, if they're in the team, and if they're not, they've got their own answers.
Thanks very much, Lee.